Hey there YouTube, welcome to Big Mike Beard Wisdom. So today we're back on the Gambler and we're still detailing. So we're working on carpet stuff, and to make it easier I bought something from Amazon. So the box came in and it says 19-piece car cleaning something Eeyore exterior bathtub. So this should be a brush set that I bought, and I think it came with a bunch of extra stuff, but I was looking for like a drill brush set, so something you put in your drill and then run it with. So it looks like it comes with a nice like hand sock thing, like the detailing Muppet. It's got this tool, which I'm not 100% sure what it's for. I wonder if it's for crevices or maybe it's for cleaning out the brushes or something. So it looks like applicator kind of pads and stuff like that. This reminds me like if you put on Rain-X. This is the part that I was really interested in, because using the upholstery spray bottle and the whatever brush that's supplied with it is a lot of elbow grease, and I'm hoping this makes it all powered elbow grease with the drill. They come with different sizes and styles, so this looks like what you clean dishes with in the sink. So I bet this will help with odd shapes. This will probably be handy for tight little corners and stuff. This looks like this was smashed too hard into those down there and has kind of messed this up a bit, so that's a buyer beware. Looks like some wire brushes for scrubbing. These are kind of like detailing brushes. And I'm thinking either just a microfiber towel. Yep. Otherwise I was thinking maybe like a fender cover, but not big enough for a fender cover, just microfiber towel. So the big thing that I'm concerned about today is these little brushes. And you can buy these kits on Amazon for pretty cheap. They come in multiples, or maybe there's only the brushes, maybe there's other stuff. I want to say this was one of those quick deals. So I'll put a picture of the one I bought up, that way you can see what it looks like. And I'll probably wind up using everything in this kit at some point in time, but the big ones for me are going to be these brushes. So in an earlier video, I used this Turtle Wax Power Out upholstery cleaner and protector, and I cleaned this area over here. There was a little bit of a stain here. You still kind of see it a little bit, but it did pretty good. And I cleaned kind of like this area here, all by hand using the brush. And using a manual brush is fine. It's just you're using a manual brush now. You only move so fast, and it's all directed on your grip strength and how well you're able to hold on to it, for how you're able to scrub it. And for me, I know a lot of times it's good to go both forward and back and left and right, so it's good to give it hit it with a whole bunch of different directions to try and get as much of the junk in the carpet out as possible. So what I'm going to try instead is slapping one of these brushes in the drill and then using this and seeing how it goes. I've got the slightly messed up brush, so the medium-sized one in. And the reason why I want to go with the medium-sized one was I was curious to see how much this is going to bog down, and maybe like what kind of speed you run this at. So for now I've got this set at high speed. Otherwise I can always flip it down to the low speed, the torque setting, which seems like it moves pretty good still too. There wasn't anything in there that said, hey, don't do this, don't do that, or something like that, run at this speed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spray a quick little bit over here. Oh boy. Yay. Okay, let's see how this does. So we'll start kind of in the wide open. Rotate. All right. So, to get that many swipes of me doing it, probably would have took forever. So you can definitely see where this would save time. And then wipe it down with a clean cloth. So that looks pretty decent. Then I'll go grab the vacuum real quick. I got this vacuumed up. So this is all just, you know, slightly damp. So not enough that my hand's actually getting wet, but just a little damp. And this worked out pretty good. So the carpet looks pretty clean. I didn't wind up messing anything up with it. Everything kind of cleaned out the way I was expecting it to. Now, let's use that little detail brush. See if we can't get some of these stains out. Over here was kind of like where the passenger side of the driver's seat was. So this is next to the center console. And it must have been where a lot of stuff dropped down. So real quick, we'll kind of spritz this off. So this would be an excellent job for the hand scrubber, because you could just go here, work it back and forth, up and down, left and right, scrubbing away. Or, let's try this guy. So this has been low speed. High speed. Whoa! So yeah, high speed, you're gonna fling stuff. So just be ready for that. Maybe work your trigger control. Don't go full wide open until you're in a spot that you can. So like these little corners and stuff. Or like this down here where I'm kind of, you know, hidden by that air vent. All right. So that's some pretty nasty stuff that we're cleaning off. So that stain was pretty gross. It looked like some sort of weird, like maybe it was an ashtray spill or something like that. And it's definitely going to be a good test for both that Turtle Wax Power Out upholstery cleaner, and the little brush is kind of handy because it's kind of like having a power toothbrush. So it's just replacing your manual energy as opposed to you brushing back and forth, you know, 150,000 times a minute. Now you're using a power tool to more or less do it. And so far, this is much cleaner than it was. And probably much faster than if I would have just scrubbed it by hand. As you can see, that came out pretty good. Got a lot of that junk out with very little effort on my part. The little brush is able to get kind of like down into the corners pretty good. I'd almost say that I'd almost rather have the big brush and work along the big edges first, and then have the little brush just for the little detail work. And if you're going to take this off of like a low speed, definitely be ready for that trigger control, because there's a good chance that could fling. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'll check you next time.